time they all try to remix. Yeah, they
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Arnold Ebiketie, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Falcon football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Johnson on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over first and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Next to Rashaan Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Taking it about the 16. He spins through. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 55 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Falcons at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on
play to move the sticks.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the reception made by Green.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw is Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Jackson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Looking to throw.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A little juke. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On the set. 6, 7.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, 42 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw, it's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Second half will start with a run by Patterson.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ritter's pass completes to Pitts.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From from the red zone now. They'll look to throw.
He's got Patterson on the out route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason. That's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing again, Murray.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Down to about the 22 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 22, Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On first down, going back to Patterson.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And that is going to do it for this. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. 2nd and 11. Flushed out right.
And complete to Drake London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Hitting London coming across the field. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage,
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He finds his man Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. One more time with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got London on a slam. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sit their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.